Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The stop made.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Cleveland.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. This is McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a run with McCaffrey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
McCaffrey. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. From the gun, Winston. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Marcel Darius.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 6-yard line.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. George Kittle, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Raiders 0. Michael Dixon
out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Carr. And this is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking for more, but this is intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount, here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Back to Taylor on first down. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Bryan's territory. Calais Campbell on the stop.
When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in Week 1. He was spectacular and hoping for more here in Week 2. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the
first and 10, Taylor now. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
Another Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Raiders nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Brandon, I won't go overboard here, but it looks like he's off to another nice start after what he did last week when he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, obviously a great start to the season, doing it in Week 1. He's one of those guys we maybe had pegged for a big year, showing out so far.
Hey, you did say that to me in preseason. Looks like you're on target.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Carr. From right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir.
And that's now the second time he's picked up the pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. On play action. Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Carr. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
Another Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 45.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll run on first down. Taylor, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and...
Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett.
Complete.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. From the gun, it's Carr. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On first down, Carr. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down now, It's Taylor, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards.
1st down, Cleveland.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the draw, Lindsey. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 37 yards. You hate that for him. He gets so close on the big run, but has him in excellent position.
And I know there's plenty of competitive spirit on the defensive side of the ball, but part of me wonders if they would have just preferred him to go ahead and take it into the end zone.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Browns 28, Raiders 3. Michael.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the 2nd. But it's also something to challenge in your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, Carr. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 18 more yards there and another first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Carr. He's going up top for Taylor. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the return will stop right around the 25. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Jameis to throw it. And the Raiders have got it. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
A loss of 12 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 15.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Dixon set to kick off.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. On the return is Hines. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Lions on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, Taylor. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Back at his own 49.
2nd and 12. They run once more with Taylor. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
On third down, Carr. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Going to go on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw his Carr. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Philip Dorsett, 39 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer.
That catch was simply spectacular. These guys are athletic marvels nowadays, these receivers, the way they go up and get the football, and to one-hand catch it the way they do, they really work at their game.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
1st down, Browns.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the game. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw now. Winston. They'll find Lindsey here. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, after that pickup of a first down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch them by surprise.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He was brought down by Denzel.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down.
To throw, Winston. Completes it to the tight end, Kelly. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Browns on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And they'll muscle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And it will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. It's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down? To throw on 3rd down. Carr. And that is incomplete. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. And he'll look downfield for it. He's got him in. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Completes it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Browns 31. Raiders 17.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And